Hey challengers, it's Cheyenne and it's time for your next mindset video. So today I want to talk a little bit about self-sabotage. I actually hosted a workshop about this a couple weeks ago, and it was lasted an hour. So we could go on and on about this topic, but for today I just want to share a little bit of information, is that we all do it. We all have tendencies towards self-sabotage. But the key is really becoming mindful of the way that you tend to sabotage yourself, and and then that way you can start to change those habits. So oftentimes sabotage can be pressure from the outside. Sometimes it's people we love, it's coworkers, it's anyone who kind of sees us making a change and maybe for some reason isn't ready for us to make that change, or it means they feel pressured to make changes for their lives and they're not ready to do that for themselves. So just know that sometimes you can feel pressured on the outside. Sometimes sabotage comes from within. So, we all have kind of a desire to have this like inner rebellion, or, maybe like to nourish ourselves in some way, but we just end up reaching for food, or we don't know how really to make ourselves feel better without that. So there's a few things that you can do. Self-care is key, though, is finding some things, some ways that you can take care of yourself that don't involve eating necessarily. Not that eating is bad, but we don't want that to always be the go-to, because we often eat when we're not hungry in that case. So what I want you to do for your exercise this week is to read the article in the link that I'm putting here on Facebook. It's going to be linked and you're going to watch it or click on that, and then you can read it. It's an article in the Huffington Post about kind of having a good mindset and overcoming sabotage. And it touches on a lot of the things that I touched on in my workshop. So I want you to check that out, read it, kind of figure out, some of the ways that you tend to sabotage yourself. Think about that, and why don't you go ahead and write that down in your passport. And then also make a list of some ways that you can incorporate self-care into your daily routine. Okay, thank you so much for watching this week's video, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'll talk to you soon.